I've been buying and playing with LEGO for over 19 years, but as much as I obsess over this hobby, sometimes I still get it wrong. The first mistake that I made was on this extremely overpriced set, the General Grievous' Starfighter from back in 2020. Launched in August of that year, it had just a 16-month shelf life, retiring at the end of 2021. I had just begun to get into LEGO investing in the second half of that year. This was one of the sets I considered, so I thought to myself, this is way overpriced at its suggested retail price, and I thought it would take forever for the secondary market sales to catch up to that retail price. It's been about 2.5 years since this set retired. I never saw it at 40% off, but I did choose to pass up this set when I saw it for 20% off, $64. And little did I know that would turn out to be a huge mistake, because if we look today, this set is selling between $140 and $160 on the secondary market. But the real excitement happens when you search for this set on Amazon. We can type in LEGO General Grievous here. We're going to filter out the non-LEGO products. And when we do that, we will see the first result is this set selling for $181.24. Oh, it looks like someone actually has it on sale for $145, 19% off their usual price. But we can see this seller only has one left in stock. It actually popped up when I refreshed this page while making this video. And as soon as they sell that one unit, the price on this is going to shoot right back up to $200, where these 11 other sellers have it listed. If I had looked at Amazon during this time, I could have seen that Amazon had it available in November before it retired for $54, basically 30% off. Looking at the camel chart here, once this set retired, it has only been up, up, and up. It popped up to about $100 here after retirement, and then within the next 7 months, climbed all the way up to $150. Now, it did remain at that price from June of 2022 until about September of the following year. So 15 months there, you could have sold this set at that price. And if you'd waited that 15 months, you would have had no further gains than had you sold it in June of 2022. But if you waited 16 months, you would have been able to sell it for a little bit more, 17 months, a bit more. And if you waited until 2024 to sell this set, that is when the price popped up over $200 there. And why might this be? What factors are driving demand to this set? First of all, it's Grievous tax. His vehicles always do well. Second of all, we can look at the exclusive minifigures in this set. The Airborne Clone Trooper here goes for $31, and the non-exclusive Grievous actually goes for $32. Looks like this white version of the figure has appeared in 3 sets. All of them have undergone amazing growth. And even if we check Bricklink here, which usually has the lowest sold prices, over the last 6 months, this set has sold 55 times for an average price of $126. Keep in mind that average price includes super low outlier listings like this one from May that sold for $40. I'd be willing to bet that was such a low price because this set came without minifigures, or maybe it was just the figures without the ship. But Bricklink is including those low figures in its average, and so those are skewing the average sold price actually downward. So to conclude, this set is extremely sought after. It's extremely hard to find. If you want a sealed copy, it'll cost you $200 today, and if you keep waiting around, I think it's only going to go up from here. And the next set that I dropped the ball on is this 60324 mobile crane. I mentioned this set on the Brick Talk podcast, and in Good Set, Bad Set, I made the argument that this would be a good performer. However, I did not put my money where my mouth was, and I neglected to pick up any copies of this set during its 2-year shelf life, which just ended at the end of 2023. The features on this are amazing, with the extending boom arm. We have the string piece here as it lifts up the road plate. In addition to those great features, this set belongs to the Great Vehicles line, which has seen some great investment performers in the past. The brick set price that pulls from Bricklink shows as $32 today, but if we look on Amazon, boom! This set is selling around $68 to $70, and the real kicker is you could have picked this up at Black Friday just 8 months ago for $25. When this sale was going on, I, like many others, had tunnel vision. I was only looking at the Republic fighter tank, which was the hottest, most overhyped investment set from last year. I find it pretty hilarious that despite all that hype, this crane actually goes for a higher price on Amazon today than that fighter tank. If we look on eBay, the results are a little bit less impressive, going for around $50 shipped. Not much growth over the MSRP, but if you did pick these sets up for $25 a piece, you'd be looking at some pretty decent return on investment right about now. And if you hold it any longer, I'd be willing to bet that the supply is a lot lower than anticipated. That price is going to go up, up, and up. So I missed out on the City Mobile Crane, and I'm bummed that I did. Another set that I missed out on was a LEGO Store exclusive, the 40174 LEGO chess set. $65 for 1,450 pieces is a great price per part. This set had an incredibly long 7-year shelf life, but during that shelf life, it was only ever available straight from LEGO, from shop at home and in LEGO stores. I think people had pretty low hopes for this set because unlike previous chess sets, it doesn't contain minifigures. It has brick-built chess parts, but if we go go and search on Amazon for Lego chess, we can see two separate listings for this set for $148 and $133. That is crazy. If we check out the Camel 3X chart of this set, stretching all the way back to 2017. During that first year of its life, this set actually sold for $199 when it first came out, and then throughout its life it had sold up and down, with the price peaking at various points and then sliding back down, but always pretty much over $70, which is that MSRP plus tax from Lego. I remember when we last looked at this set, the very far right point of the chart was cropped off and we only saw to about October, and wouldn't you know it, in the month since this set has retired, the price has popped up over $170, currently sitting at the $145. Now, of course, there is the new Lego chess set, the traditional chess set here, set number 40719. You can find this at Lego now. It just launched, I believe, at the beginning of June. As the name states, this looks a lot more traditional. You have brick-built knights there that actually look pretty good. Pawns look exactly like pawns. I like that. A little bit confused on the king or the queen here. Oh, interesting. I wonder if Lego's trying to get away from a religious connotation by putting a cross there on the king. Typically in the traditional chess set, the king would have a cross on his head. I really do like these gold accents on the side, but if this set is anything like the last chess set, it could have a 7-year shelf life. I'll be considering this about 2031. The price has gone up $10. This is now $75 and only 743 pieces. It looks like this contains a lot more larger parts. So yet again, I had my chance to pick up this set and I missed it. It'll be interesting to watch what happens to the price of this set now that the new one is available and people will realize that it's available, maybe deferring some demand that would go to this old set and deferring that demand into the new set. But at the same time, supply might be a lot lower than anticipated on this one, and I feel like it's only a matter of time before it hits $200 and possibly much more. If we look on eBay, we don't see quite as high prices, but looks like it's getting very difficult to find this set shipped for under $100. And the next set, finally, I did not miss the boat completely. I did pick up one copy of this set. It's the Creator 3-in-1 Downtown Noodle Shop set number 31131. That is making my dyslexic brain very happy. Part of the reason that I didn't go deeper into this set was that I had a hard time finding it on a good discount. $45 for MSRP seems a little steep, so I did pick up one copy of this set for investment, and it's actually kind of a funny story. I was browsing the aisles of my local Target, looking at other sets. There was an employee there stocking some sets and I think stickering some, and I was just kind of perusing, minding my own business, looking over the set. I try not to draw too much attention to myself when I'm out in stores. This very friendly employee saw what I was doing, checking out the sets, and as soon as I started to walk out of the aisle without buying any, he kind of called after me, "Hey, by the way, if you want a set, I'm happy to mark one down for you." And I kind of stopped, and I looked at him and I said, "Really? Like any set?" He said, "Yeah, like any set." So I didn't want to get too bold, and looking at the sets, there wasn't anything really that I would like to have all that much, except for this guy right here. The price tag on the shelf said $45, the full price from Target, but this employee said, "Is 30 all right?" And I didn't really want to press my luck. I said, "Yeah, 30's fine." And that is the story of how I got my only copy of the Downtown Noodle Shop. If we look today, we can see this set is selling for $70 on Amazon. Popping over to eBay, it's not going quite that high, $48 with some shipping on top. Looks like $50 shipped here, over $50 shipped. Holy moly, a bundle deal here. 3-in-1 Townhouse Toy Store and the Noodle Shop for $125. That's a crazy price for that bundle. Here it is again. Wow. And these are from different sellers. That is nuts. Am I missing something with this Creator 3-in-1s? Is bundling them together actually the way to go, and that's how you get more than the sum of their market prices? That's crazy. I was only able to source my one copy, so I guess I'm going to mostly sit this one out. I made a video about 3 months ago where I mentioned this last set, the Technic Monster Jam Megalodon Shark Monster Truck. Wow, this thing is just crazy. Set number 42134, $20 for 260 parts. And as a fun fact, it's actually a 2-for-1. You can build the Shark Monster Truck or reconfigure the parts into a Shark Indie car. And when I made that video 3 months ago, this set was still available from Barnes & Noble. However, I did decide to pass up on buying it because I was a little concerned that back in Feb and early March, Amazon itself was selling this set for around $29. I was worried this set would have a significant zombie stock after retirement and that it would take many months or years to sell out. And as it turned out, I was yet again wrong, because Amazon has since sold out of that set and it's gone back to third-party listings, currently going for $35 on this listing. If we search search for this set today, we'll see 3 separate listings, but this one with 800 bought in the last month, I would assume is the one Amazon was selling on. Now that that volume has dried up and it is back to third-party sales, I would expect this volume to slow down significantly and maybe even to distribute a little more evenly among these 3 listings. It's kind of interesting. This one on the far right has 50 plus bought in the last month, and this one in the middle is somehow the lowest price, but has the least sales volume running through it. So that's a little bit interesting. Plenty of weird things going on with Amazon as I am learning. For those who don't know, I did recently move to Amazon and start selling on there. There's a lot to learn, and it's kind of fun going from being an expert eBay seller to being a newbie on a new platform again, having to learn the ropes, best practices, and everything like that. And one tool I've been using that has helped me tremendously is BrickBucks Ignite, which is a paid program run by Shane from BrickBucks. It's definitely not for everyone, but if you are considering leveling up your LEGO investing business like I am and moving to Amazon, there's a ton you can learn on there. You can click the link in the description below to get a 1-month free trial on me so you can try it out. If you decide you want to stick around after that and become a paying member, in my opinion, it's well worth the cost. Or if you decide that it's not for you, you can cancel and it won't cost you a thing. I had a lot of fun making this video and laughing at my past mistakes. I've made a lot more mistakes that I hope to talk about in future videos soon. So what do you think? Leave your comments down below. Did you pick up any of these sets or did you miss them like I did? As always, thank you for watching DG Bricks. Peace out, buy very carefully, and have a great day.